right, everybody, welcome back to Stinker, Drinker, Thinker. We're three guys. We pour some pours. We make some cocktails. And we rank them in our own special ranking system we've developed known as the Stinker, Drinker, or Thinker. Tonight, we're going to do a lot of drinking. Straight pours. Matt brought 700 Irish whiskeys. So we're going to drink 700 Irish whiskeys, which I'm excited about because we haven't drank Irish whiskey on here in probably since St. Patrick's Day, I'd imagine at this point.
Yeah.
Or when we did Sarah from Belfast too, McConnell's Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think that was after.
We had one in the bracket.
Yeah, I think we had a couple in the bracket too. Yeah. But anyway, I am Anthony Longano. I am joined by my two co-hosts, Troy the Body Vigliotti. Troy, say hello.
Hello.
And Matt McKibble. Matt, say hello to everybody.
Hello. Hello.
All right.
Hi.
Kind How's everybody's week? Haven't seen you guys in forever, I feel like.
It actually feels like it's been a really long time.
When I was trying to kick off the episode, I was like, wow, I'm kind of nervous to do the intro that I've done 67 times.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had a wonderful week. I took a trip with my wife and dogs, and we went to Virginia, and I had a lovely time. Met some cool people, drank some good whiskey, some good wine, and now we're here.
Mr. Body, how about you?
Well, I'm very jealous of that, but I'm glad you had a nice time.
Thank you.
I've just been working, man, doing my thing.
Yeah.
But it's been going good.
Sounds like Troy showed me some of his. Troy recently took a job at a rooftop bar downtown in Fort Wayne called Connor's Rooftop, and he's gonna. I think that place is actually really cool to begin with. It's a really cool vibe there. Cool. A good whiskey selection. But I think Troy's going to take it over the top as the body does.
Over the top, baby.
He's doing a seasonal cocktail menu right now, and I know you've been fucking around with that a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do a Connor's Rooftop seasonal cocktail episode.
I mean, I tried the Halloween one. It was pretty good. So
yeah.
I mean, it's a good start.
Yeah. When did you go?
We just went on a random day. I think it was Saturday. We didn't tell Troy. We just showed up after dinner. We went to, what's the cocktail place right next to it? The Spoon. The Kappa Spoon.
Yeah.
We just showed up without announcement, and I know Troy loves that.
Love it.
And it luckily was not very busy.
Yeah.
I didn't feel too bad. And then I just said, Troy, make some drinks. And he said, okay. And then he made a special holiday drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then you made some other drink that was really good that looked like a Manhattan, or no, it looked like an old-fashioned, but was not.
Correct. Yep.
A new-fashioned?
What was it? I don't really remember.
That was the one, the rum, aged rum.
Dude, that one sounds so fucking good, dude.
He told you about it?
No, you told me about it.
I told you about it?
You told me about it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It's the Plantation 5-year, and then there's a Morrow in it. And
no, not
this is different.
That's different.
Oh,
yeah.
Got a lot of cocktails up his sleeve.
Yeah.
This was kind of a play on basically like an aged rum Boulevardier with a little bit of a splash of Fernet, a little allspice dram, and some other goodies.
It was really good.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I love rum. It's a little hidden thing, especially this time of year. Like as we start getting closer to Christmas, I'll do a lot of rye cocktails, but I'll fucking take overproof rum and take any whiskey cocktail and use overproof rum, and it's badass. Then you start talking about allspice dram, which I literally could just like drink out of my own butt. That stuff is delicious. Pour it on your cereal.
Kate also enjoyed the cocktail too. And what was the other one? The Halloween one.
Oh, that would have been
charcoal.
Yeah, that would have been my take on a corpse survivor.
That's what. Okay.
With I just like the black look of it. So you basically take like a capsule of activated charcoal and just dump the powder in there and mix it in with the drink, and looks a little spooky.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have you watched any bourbon with duck fat yet since you're there? Or?
No, but I had quite the cocktail.
Save it. I want you to make it
yesterday.
Yeah, I want you to make it.
Okay.
The
almond croissant one.
Yeah, dude, you told me about that.
Don't say the word croissant right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
Speaking of French stuff, Matt, what are we doing today?
So actually, technically,
that
kind of leads in. So they used to so we're doing the spot series. And that's actually a funny time because the whole Irish whiskey started essentially when they were sourcing wine barrels from France and other places and filling them with Irish whiskey and doing wine and finish stuff before it was even cool. But we are doing the spot series. So we have green spot. We have two variants of the green spot, which are wine finished. Speaking of which, we have yellow spot, red spot, and blue spot. It's probably too many to do in an episode, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah, and so Middleton Distillery out of Ireland, obviously, they make a lot of Irish whiskey, Jameson. What did we do on here that was also Middleton, very rare.
Yeah. They were just like a family who became friends since they were sourcing wine barrels and finishing whiskey.
Yeah,
they became friends with all the other with Jameson family and all the
Powers
other families. Exactly.
Yep.
And so essentially just became friends and eventually became kind of one corporation.
And Matt's been wanting to do this episode forever, so we'll officially crown this a Mattisode.
Yay!
And there's a lot of fucking whiskey. There's a lot of whiskey. I've never had a bad pour of any of the spots. I'm looking forward to revisit a couple of them because there's a couple here that I was just like, it's okay. But, we did an episode last called Yuck of the Irish. I think it was our St. Patrick's Day episode that we put out where we made a bijou riff with Green Spot.
Oh yeah,
the Tipperary.
Sounds.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
I don't know. Bijou. Didn't we come up with some play on that name? Call it something.
Probably something anti-Semitic.
No,
hey,
us.
now.
Like,
Yeah.
The
bijou. Oh, okay,
you get it.
now,
Yeah.
right.
Matt probably said it too.
I would never.
He is Jewish.
I'm not a self-deprecating Jew. Wait.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
But
yeah.
All right. So what do we? There's 6 bottles here. We have 4
6
pours
bottles,
right now.
and there's just a quick gist, and obviously you can read about the history if you want, but just the really quick gist essentially is the Spot series came about, and actually these all used to be made a long, long time ago. I think it started in like 1805 or 1806, but they would literally mark a little piece of paint on the barrels to indicate how long they think that particular whiskey should age based on how it tastes. So they had the Green Spot, which I think originally was like a 10-year whiskey. Yellow Spot's 12, Red Spot's 15, and the Blue Spot is 7. And they were all around back then. Then obviously the Irish whiskey kind of went away for a while. Green Spot's the only one that survived. And then I think back in 2010, early 2010s, they kind of started bringing back like the Yellow Spot, and then they started bringing out the different variants of the Green Spot stuff. And here we are with 6 plus. I'll never be able to find Gold Spot.
It's like $7,000 million too.
It's MSRP I think is like 150 or something like that, but it's just really rare.
This stuff's hard to find, guys. Like if you'll see Green Spot on the shelves, and it's about a $55 bottle. You'll see Yellow Spot sparingly, seasonally, probably. That's probably about $100 bottle, $90 bottle.
Even more now, yeah.
Blue Spot, I've never seen it in the wild. Matt got me that bottle. Red Spot, I've never seen it in the wild. Did you buy that online, the Red Spot?
No, I got both from the local store. Yeah.
How many years is the gold one aged?
I think it's between 7 and 10. It's not like an older one.
Oh, okay.
It's just a limited run they did for it's like an anniversary thing.
Oh,
yep.
So yeah.
So we do have 3 different Green Spots here. And maybe we'll get into the other 2 are finished, but let's just start with the regular Green Spot,
the everyday drinker you can find on the shelf. Even at Costco, they sell it sometimes. So
you get a good deal on the Costco. You save about $8 buying it at Costco. Oh, it smells delicious, man.
I haven't had, like you said, I haven't had Irish whiskey in a minute.
Forever.
I'm gonna take a quick sip here.
Yeah.
Whew.
It smells so good.
Yeah.
It's got like a little bit of like a. Man, it's definitely got that malt forwardness, but it's still got like a good amount of like fruit and spice, kind of.
It's like a fruited honey.
Yeah.
Like you took a I don't know if it's strawberry, but you took like some sort of red fruit and like mixed it together.
I do get strawberry.
In like a honey porridge. It's so
it smells so good, man. I remember when we tried this on this episode, and it was I'm excited to try Yellow Spot again because I actually enjoy Green Spot more than I like Yellow Spot.
Interesting. Yeah,
yellow is a little more mellow.
Yellow mellow. Yellow, let it mellow.
Yeah.
Yellow is actually the only one. So funny, I think I actually have. I think this is your blue, but I think I have all the bottles. I actually haven't opened. I think almost most of them. I bought the yellow one. I think I've told the story, but I bought the yellow one. I liked it so much I bought the rest of the line because that's how much I liked it. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
Excuse me.
A tasting note of pretty good, huh?
Pretty
pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's Irish whiskey, so I mean, it is not as bold as what we're used to drinking lately, especially, but it does have a pretty good balance. This bottle's been open for a while.
Really long time, I think, right?
Yeah, since March.
Yeah.
So, and it's basically almost November at this point. We're filming this on October 25th.
Do you get a little like I mean, I'm just thinking of it. I'm thinking of Jameson, but do you get any like copper or metallic notes at all? Like a little shininess.
Maybe a little like rust. I don't really know what that taste is I'm getting, but it's like the strawberry stuff is still kind of there. More so on the finish. You're getting the barley more than anything right on the mid palate, but there's like this like weird autumn like spice or something to it.
What about instead of like a strawberry leather? Like what are those leather chews? Like the what's
The
called fruit
Laffy
chews?
Taffies?
No, they're like the healthy versions.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
They take
fruit
puree,
leather.
yeah.
Yeah.
Healthy by the foot or whatever. Yeah.
Like healthy. Is that really a thing? Healthy by the foot.
No.
That's really funny.
No, it's like Trader Joe's fruit roll-ups.
Yeah.
But
Troy, you
it's good.
look perplexed.
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe a little bit of the strawberry thing. I'm not getting that, but I don't know. Some dried fruit, maybe like dried apricot or stone fruit. I mean, but not very fruit forward. There's a little bit. I think it's just very dry. It's very light. Kind of reminds me of like a young Scotch that's not not peated.
Like a Highland Scotch.
But it also tastes better than Scotch.
Nope.
Well, nope. All right, moving on. All right.
I like it though. I like it.
So I think we have to keep these fairly quick because we got a lot to drink.
Yeah,
today,
I would just say my overall take on it is it's extremely pleasant on the nose, super easy to drink. I do get some I know Troy said he's not getting it, but there is some sort of strawberry essence happening here, and I very much like it. The finish is great. It's maybe a little dry tasting, but I think my tongue feels good right now with the finish. It's nice and rounded. I think this is a great pour by itself for $50, but as we've shown on here, it's great in cocktails too. So, yeah, definitely, I would just call it a drinker, easy drinker. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much agreeing with you. I actually just got Capri Sun, like a strawberry Capri Sun.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I can see that.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
Definitely strawberry.
Definitely strawberry though. Troy, you're wrong. What do you know? I'm also going drinker for sure.
Drinky
For days.
Drinky Pinky. Yeah, it's a drinker. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have anything to add to what I just said. So
Moving on.
What it is that I said, is I like it. It's youthful. It's got a youthfulness to me, even though it's aged for the better part of a decade. I don't know. Honey. I drink it.
Is it a drinker?
It's a drinker.
All right. Matt, what do we got next? What is this one finishing? So it's essentially the same stuff.
So
finished?
this is the same green spot, but they are finishing it in Bordeaux wine casks from Chateau, Leoville, Barton. And that's not actually how to say it. Troy, you know everything
You
about
remind
this
me of
place, right?
the French guy in the bathtub on all that. You know what I'm talking about?
Saint Julien.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Let me see.
Yeah, here you go.
Man.
So the question is, because they do whites and reds. So my question, okay,
It's a Bordeaux.
matured initially in American bourbon and sherry casks, and then finished in casks.
I knew I was
Previously
getting some sherry in this bitch.
filled with the wine from famed Chateau, Leoville, Barton.
I hope it says filled with the wine.
The interesting thing, and maybe, yeah. So, Irish whiskey, especially all the stuff in Middleton, is finished literally in Buffalo Trace, ex Buffalo Trace barrels. Yeah.
I think it still is.
No, when I was at Jameson, I guess it was 3 years ago now. They said they get everything from Buffalo Trace. When we were at Buffalo Trace, they literally said that 60% of their ex barrels go to Ireland.
Yeah.
So, and if you look at Irish whiskey, it's not anywhere near as dark in color. Ireland's climate too, depending on where it is, and especially in Northern Ireland, it's like It's not super hot. It's not super cold. It's usually just like 50, 60 degrees. Might get up to 70 in the summer. And it's wet. It rains a lot type of thing. But, it's a pretty stable climate, But, for a fact that it's a used barrel, you can tell. I mean, you don't get a lot of color with it. So I'm talking about the original green spot now.
Yeah.
And if you pick up this finished one, automatically I think I smelt sherry on the nose. I got some of that sherry finish to it, and then you can just kind of see it. If you hold it up against it, you can see the finishing kind of taking a little bit more goldenness.
It's like a golden raisin.
Yeah.
Is there a difference in proof here?
Well, that's actually, I have no idea. That's a very good
Because it
question.
sure tastes like it.
Let's see. So 80 proof, 92 proof.
Oh,
There
it's
you go.
fucking fantastic.
Doesn't taste anything like the other one.
Well, it's the exact same thing, but just finished. Let's see. I mean, you're saying sherry, and I was thinking cherry, personally.
Cherry.
Ha.
It's got to be the red wine.
It is. The nose is still very barley forward, but it's got that sherry finish, and I would almost bet that it's not like. Troy, this is me speaking out my ass.
Please. I can't wait.
I would almost guess that it's not PX finished. I don't know if they list it on there, but it's not as like overly bright and sweet as I usually get with like some PX finished stuff, right?
I know. I have no idea.
If you could guess the type of sherry it was, would you say that's more of like an Oloroso type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, I didn't
Quite
speak out
possibly
my
a
ass.
melange.
What is that? Did we talk about that?
A combination of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is significantly different. I mean, I'm thinking red wine, obviously, because we're talking red wine and sherry, but it does taste like a totally different profile.
Yeah.
It's buttery.
Yeah. But like it's like an infused butter. It's like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
ooh,
It's like a barley butter. Barley butter on your
cherry
popcorn.
butter almost.
I'm not getting so much cherry or sweetness, especially coming from the strawberry shot that we just had. It's so much more viscous too.
To me, it has that like the red wine drying thing to it.
It does.
At the end.
Yeah. How much is a bottle of the finished green spot that is impossible to find?
It's getting more common. I think it's like $20 more than regular green spot.
So I saw them in Jersey on vacation, and they were asking $140 for finished green spot.
Interesting.
My in-laws live on an island, so
Yeah.
like it could
Okay.
just be something to do that.
Well, I saw it recently at Vine and Table in Carmel, and yeah, I think it was $89.
I'd pay fucking $80 for this, dude.
Yeah.
Now finished in the same barrels or
It's,
They
so they
always
only
do
make two
different-
expressions. To my knowledge,
three expressions. They make the original green
Right,
spot.
right,
and then
sorry, they make two
make
finished
finished
expressions.
ones. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So
Do they do yellow finished as well?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
so the two that we're tasting tonight.
Are the only two that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yes, they've changed the label. If you see different labels, I think they actually changed the label. And this came out either 2012 or 2016. This actually came out, and this is the first one they did, and then the second one it came out a little bit after that. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's definitely a little bit more paler. It's got this beautiful nutty, buttery popcorn barley thing. It's not as sweet, but it's viscous. Obviously, it's a little bit hotter, but the proof is not a problem. And all Irish whiskey is a little bit lower to begin with, but jumping from something that's 80 to, what is this, 92 you said?
92, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell. It does taste a lot bolder, getting a lot of the finishing touches, obviously, from the barrels on there. I think it's pretty complex.
Mm-hmm.
At least jumping from what we were just tasting, maybe.
In the confines of Irish whiskey, I think still.
This is an all-day drinker thinker to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying thinking about it. Like I dig it. Troy, what do you got?
I also believe it's a drinker thinker. I believe it does have some nuttiness, and maybe a little like milk chocolate, like milk dud.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. Yeah, just a lot more complex and expressive, and less dilution makes for more extracted, sort of concentrated whiskey. So, drinky thinky for me.
It's definitely hit my tongue. Like, it noticeably hits your tongue totally different. I like it more. I don't know if I like it more. I like it differently than the regular green spot. I'm just going drinker on this.
Nice.
I think so.
Is differently a word?
It is now. Yeah, I think it actually is a word. Troy?
Without question, 100%.
Troy, the dictionary of Viglati.
What's this green spot finish
Hey,
in?
you got a green spot? Are you on to the third green spot? Hold on, let me put this down.
All the stuff smells good.
This green spot, this is the second iteration of the green spots. This is finished in Zinfandel wine casks.
The reason I laughed before is because Chateau Montelena is a very famous winery in California.
There you go.
But they're not at all famous for their Zinfandel. Yeah.
They probably have nothing to do with their Zinfandel barrels. They're like, we'll sell them to these fucking idiots in Ireland.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's funny.
So this is Chateau Montelena. Is it Calistoga? Is that where it is?
Calistoga.
Okay.
It's northernmost
Napa Valley?
portion of Napa Valley. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So this is initially finished in American bourbon and sherry casks, and then finished in casks previously filled with wine from the famed Chateau Montelena.
Man, I don't know.
Don't see this at all? No? Good. All right.
All three of these smell distinctly different, which I dig, but they all have that distinct. This one has like, if we did this in a blind, I think we'd have a problem detecting, at least by the nose, on what this is, because there's a lot of like a bourbon element going on here.
That would have been an interesting blind. All three of these blind.
Yeah.
We know what they are. We have to pick out which one's which.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit back to that strawberry sweetness type of thing, but I'm getting a good leather type of scent on there. Maybe a little bit of the oak.
What's the proof of this boy?
You want to look, Anthony?
Oh, sure.
I think it's the same. Should say it on there.
92.
Yeah.
92.
It's a little zippier. Is that like
On the nose, you mean?
yeah,
It is. I mean, I'm still getting a little bit of that strawberry essence, sweetness.
more
with,
pear.
yeah. I don't know.
Like a little pear.
I'm just getting the familiar. It's a little familiar for the first green spot, whereas the second one we had just didn't really taste anything like it at all.
Okay. Let's give this a try.
Interesting.
It's juicier.
Weird.
It is weird. Pale. It's kind of like old butter popcorn, like stale popcorn.
I'm thinking underripe pear.
Yeah, I'm not getting any pear.
I definitely
whatsoever.
get the well, no, not underripe. There is a strange fruit juice component. It's very
Juicy
odd.
juice.
It's like nectar, you know?
Yeah, it's a strawberry.
I don't know if strawberry is
I
the
don't
right
guess
word.
What's the
I get more pear.
Capri Sun?
Oh, Capri Sun. Yeah.
yeah.
Capri Sun's pretty good tasting. I'm just saying. Everyone had one as a kid.
There's something weird here. I don't really like the way it makes my mouth feel.
What do you mean exactly? Like your tongue, or like it's?
Yeah, I mean it's got like almost like a dry wine type of finish, which is fine. But the initial mid palate, like the initial taste I'm getting, it's kind of just got like a.
It's earthy.
It's sewage. It's kind of got like this sewage type of like old stale popcorn type of thing where the butter was like burnt. Not even browned butter, burnt butter popcorn.
Interesting.
I'm just not in the popcorn thing is there. Not really getting a lot of pear or brightness out of this at all, and it's just got like this weird grassy sewage seaweed type of not seaweed, but you know what I mean. Like
it's earthy.
Not a big fan of the finish whatsoever either. I don't know.
I think if I think dry white wine and drink it, it totally changed my perspective on it. But if I don't think about that, it is definitely odder. Not a fan?
No, not a
It's
fan.
my least favorite too.
Yeah.
It's just a bit out of whack, it seems like,
A little sharp.
with itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'd be quick then. You think I'm thinking
Yeah,
I'm thinking drink or stinker.
I'm just gonna call it a stinker. I think.
Okay.
At least compared to the other two, I probably wouldn't drink that. Probably wouldn't buy that. Definitely my least favorite. It's like rotten whiskey.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Me
but-
neither.
It's not rotten, but it just tastes. There's something like the milk's gone bad.
Tastes like eggs.
Yeah. Milk's gone bad. Yeah, like that, you know.
So you're just going straight stinker?
It's a stinker. It
Okay.
stinks.
Troy.
Stanky.
Stanky.
I'm gonna call it a stinker too, but for maybe slightly different reasons. I don't think it's I don't think it's as good as it could or should be. I don't know if it's this particular bottle or what, or the barrel. Is it single barrel or no? Is any of the stuff
I don't think
single
any of
barrel?
them are single
I guess
barrel.
not. Yeah, I won't
Yeah.
forget what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just I keep thinking about like this, like it tastes like a fruit with that has no acid, and I feel like it's a fruit that I'm just really having trouble.
So that's why I said underripe, because you don't get any of the juiciness. You don't get any like
Cantaloupe.
Yeah, but I don't. But
honeydew.
Underripe to me would be more tart.
Okay. I just think of crisper and like almost like harsh, kind of like you're just like you don't get any like satisfaction of it. Just kind of biting, kind of like
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I must have just had a bad pour.
And there's well,
we all got okay ones, but you got bad ones.
I must have been drinking out of a different bottle.
You were, yeah.
Yeah.
I did secretly hand you a different bottle.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
No, I'm not, and I'm not really saying I'm a fan. Obviously, I'm calling it a stinker. So, just not really giving me anything to.
So they took a $55 bottle, made it worse, and charged you more money for it. Okay.
It's probably because they used Chateau Montelena's shittiest fucking wine.
You hear that? Use better wine now.
I mean, they make great Chardonnay and great Cabernet. So,
God, I love Chardonnay.
Do you want to? We've done halfway. We've done.
I was going to say, why don't we take a break? We'll take a little cracker break. But you didn't give your rating on this, Matt.
I did. That says drinker stinker.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, let's take a little cracker break, and then we'll come back and we'll do the yellow, the red, and the blue.
Let's do it. Cracker break.
Cracker break.
Welcome back from Cracker Break. This Cracker Break is sponsored by Yeasty Boy Bread Company, who is in the friggin' local news today. I saw.
It's because of our podcast.
No, it actually wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't. But yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations, guys. That was super cool. See you literally on the news on my TV. You're on my screen. How'd you get in there? That's crazy. All right, Troy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between a tire and 365 used condoms?
I don't know.
One's a good year. The other's a great year. You already had that queued up before you even heard the joke.
It's not fair.
To be honest, I was going to try to press the laugh button. I just fucking pressed the wrong
you
one.
bailed last minute.
And it worked out.
Nope. All right. Let's get to it.
Yellow spot.
Hello, yellow spot.
Ireland's fucking great. I love Ireland.
I like Ireland.
That's the end of my story. Have you been to Ireland?
I went. Yep. And I didn't like whiskey at the time. It was a beer drinker, and so I went to the Guinness brewery, I guess you call it, and ever heard of it? And it was awesome.
What was your favorite beer that you had over there?
I only drank Guinness
The whole time, dude. They're probably like,
I don't know,
fucking American only drinking Guinness.
No, I think at Guinness, we only were there.
Harp's good.
I was only there for like essentially a day.
Old Speckled Hen is probably my favorite Irish
Old
beer.
Speckled Hen is good.
Yeah, especially if you get it on tap.
Spot and a hat.
Especially if you get it on tap. I love Old Speckled Hen.
One of my favorite beers, insanely enough, and I don't think I like it normally, but it was in Amsterdam, and they had a like.
Was it Amstel Light?
No, it had a 0 degree like super extra cold Heineken tap, and so like it just poured it at like super low degree. It was like almost barely almost freezing. It was so good. But anyway, back to the whiskey.
Oh, back to the whiskey.
All right, Yellow Spot, which is again is the 12-year aged statement here.
Definitely smells a little bit older. It's got a little bit more burn going on.
Oh yeah, let me check here. 92. All right.
Just a good nuttiness, good nutty barley. Chocolate. There's a little bit of a good amount of milk chocolate.
It smells
coming off the nose.
I mean, for only in theory, if Green Spot's still 10, I think it's 7 to 10 technically now. But in theory, for only like a couple more years, that's a pretty drastically different nose. I wonder if it's finished differently. Okay. This is a 3 cask maturation: bourbon, sherry, and Malaga. Malaga. You know what Malaga is?
I do not.
Well, Troy,
You're fired.
Malaga. Malaga.
Your manager at Connor's Rooftop doesn't know what Maluga is.
Malaga.
Maluga.
Not less than 12 years in bourbon barrels, sherry butts, and Malaga casks. Yeah. So whatever that Malaga is, maybe that adds the extra interesting element that I definitely don't get out of the Green Spot.
I don't know what it is, but I would say it's a different sherry than what they finished that other green in, because it's definitely sweeter and brighter once you get it in.
I just got a lot more peanut.
Yeah, I got
Like,
some
oh my
peanut.
God.
I almost got like a little bit of like a Reese's, like a big cup Reese's on the nose. There's like especially if you smell it with your mouth open, there's like a chocolate peanut butter thing going on.
I just got this is going to be dumb, but dried apricot. It has that like kind of like hair almost on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yep. Just that. The hair of a dried apricot. There you go. That's it. Ooh. And a peach. Oh, maybe it's a peach. It's the hair of a skin of a peach.
I'm going to make you a shirt that says the shell of the... And
The
just
shell
a
of the
list
hair?
of all the dumb fucking things you've said.
A hair of the shell of a peach.
This sounds familiar now. It's pronounced Malaga.
We were both wrong.
Obviously, that's what I
Guys,
said, Troy. Rewind the tape.
I said too. Asshole.
It's a Malaga.
Maluga.
Maluga. It's a Jersey way of saying Malaga.
It's basically sherry,
Okay.
but not in sherry, and it's using Muscatel and Pedro Jimenez.
Yeah.
I was going to say it.
It's pretty rare, apparently.
Yeah. This smells rare.
I was gonna say that I think I might have actually already said it. That if anything, this one has a little bit more of a PX vibe to it. It is a little bit sweeter and brighter. On the palate, the nose is completely deceiving to what the palate
Let's
is.
get this in here.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
Ooh. It's pretty. It tastes like a wildflower honey.
Yeah, it's nice and mellow.
That's
Wildflower
pleasant.
honey tea,
It's pleasant. Yeah,
nice and mellow, yellow mellow.
it really is. If it's yellow spot, let it mellow spot in your mouth.
Troy, we Giants only won 4 games last season. The Giants are 6-1. Fuck with me. We opened this bottle when they beat the Saints.
I remember that.
Yeah. One of their only 4 wins or whatever the fuck it was last year.
Do you want to drink something yellow and gold and black? Whatever
No,
Saints colors
I
are.
just acquired the bottle, and that's the first time I ever saw it in the wild, so I got it.
Yeah.
Now I see it like twice a week.
Well, the price is like $120 here, or like $115. It's like
I think I paid $90 for it.
Ooh, yeah.
I found it at Gaze.
Ooh, I think like we were talking about before it got bought. So
It did it.
see what happens. Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Off record conversation. Yeah, not to rush through it. I think the nose is very pleasant. I think it's very mellow and very drinkable. Drinker. Straightforward drinker, I think.
It makes you want to like take a moment and just relax. Like
It's
this-
very mellowing, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Listen to my...
I know, I agree. I don't think it's a thinker category relaxation, but it's definitely like a sit back, sip on it, hang out, talk with friends.
Green
Like,
spot's like you're at the pub drinking and taking shots of spot.
And a beer.
Yellow spot is like, had a long day. I'm going to put my feet up. Maybe
It's
watch
nice.
a shitty chick flick with my wife. And just have a nice relaxing conversation.
Kind of makes me want to fight somebody.
Really? That's
No,
a green
I'm just
spot to me.
Yeah.
Maybe blue too. We'll see.
Yeah, green spot definitely brought out my inner Conor McGregor.
He should bail on his proper 12 and just.
Yeah, proper crap. That's what it is. It's fucking bullshit. Have you tried that stuff?
I can't.
It's
I don't want
fucking
to.
disgusting.
I've only heard bad things.
Punch me,
about it.
Connor. Go ahead. I'll sue the fucking pants off you. Yeah, it's
He usually
bad.
wear pants. I
Bad.
usually just wear suits. Yeah.
There was a guy in an Irish pub who didn't want a shot of his whiskey, and he broke his fucking face because
Yeah,
he's
it's insane.
such an asshole.
But the better Irish whiskey.
it's funny to you.
Yellow spot. Yeah, I'm going drinker. I'm just gonna drink drinker. It's a great expression. I think it's wonderful. Would recommend.
Mr. Body?
I don't know. I might have to call Drinker Thinker here.
Wouldn't blame you. It's a little more scotchy than.
It is.
It is.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great cigar whiskey.
Ooh. It is a little bit. We had that Starlight Amburana Brazilian whatever.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of hinge of that, where it has a little bit of like.
I didn't like that Starlight. That was like
Bitterness?
one of the first Starlights.
Yeah.
I just wasn't a fan. It was a little weird.
Yeah. I mentioned that because they call it a cigar batch.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's very nice.
Drinker?
Drinker Thinker.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry if I missed that already.
That's quite all right.
All right, cool.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on.
This is one of the only spots I haven't tried yet. Red Spot. 18 years? 12 years?
15. 15-year red spot. I guess I'll grab the bottle. Yeah.
They all smell so fucking delectable.
92 proof again. This is 15 years in a combination of American bourbon cask, sherry butts. Oh, sorry, Spanish sherry butts.
It's Pedro, right?
And
I would hope
PX?
sherry is all Spanish, so hopefully.
And this is Marsala wine casks.
Oh,
Ooh.
very nice.
Not to be confused with
How much is that?
chicken Marsala. MSRP I actually don't remember, but it's 100 plus. Way over. I think 150. Let's just see. While you give your notes on the nose.
It's got a creamsicle.
It very much does. Yep.
Creamy.
Very pleasant, very creamsicle-ish. Orange creamsicle. Sherbet.
Herbert.
But not to be masked at all by the barley. The barley is still there.
So it is 135 if you can find it.
And if you can't, it's 200.
Then it's
If you
$0
can't.
because you can't find it.
Submit a joke at thinkerdrinkerthinker.com.
I'll send you some.
And then Matt will send you some. It's so much
Oh, yeah.
smooth. Doesn't taste hot.
This is the same proof as
The finish,
Yeah.
like I don't want to say wet, but like the finish is like
92?
the finish. It's a good feel, a good like
Ooh.
just like hydrating finish. You know,
I didn't know what you meant until I tried it.
Yeah, it's weird.
It
Yeah.
tastes okay. Have you ever had boba tea? Or like a gusher.
Yeah.
Or like a gusher almost.
Yeah, it is that mouthfeel of a gusher.
Yeah, it's like where you take an initial hit and then it just like it kind of
coat your tongue.
Coat your tongue, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And jelly.
Vanilla.
It's got a beautiful sweetness to it.
Ooh, vanilla. Yeah.
Which I would imagine would come from the sherry and from the Marsala. But I'm not getting that like Marsala bite
What
that
is
you would get.
You're getting the shell of a bean of vanilla.
just the scraping?
The shell of a bean of vanilla. I'll add that to Matt's shirt.
Hey, don't say that.
Well, if we made a shirt for me, I'd go to jail. All the things I've said.
It's really good.
Regrets.
It's okay. He's from Jersey.
That's
No,
not,
that's my shirt. It's okay. He's from Jersey.
That'd be good.
I think I mentioned that. We'll get into the next episode in Virginia, but they're like, oh, so like describe your podcast or whatever. And I was like, oh, I was talking about that. And he's like, oh, cool. Like family friendly. I was like, yeah.
No.
I was like, yeah, except
Family
you have to
friendly?
no, I was like, yeah, except
we drink liquor.
Right. I know. Well, he's just bullshitting. I was like, yeah, as long as your family's from Jersey. I was like,
Love it.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I probably, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't spend $140 on it. I'd maybe spend $60 or $70 on it. As a collector, if I saw it, I'd probably spend the $135 fucking dollars. But I don't really think it's worth that much. I think the nose is super pleasant. I think the mouthfeel is great, and I think the overall taste is great. I think it's a little bit sweeter, but it's still got that good Irish whiskey, thinness to it. It's just a drinker, I think, for me.
I'm gonna go. Oh man, hold on. I'm gonna go drinker thinker.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Since you interrupted me, I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah, go for it.
You interrupted me to say, I think I'm going to go, wait, hold on.
Yeah, no.
All right, just wanted to make
This is
sure.
what
Just want to make sure that was apparent to the world. Finish.
Too much pressure now. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Anthony.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, okay, I can go now.
So I honestly am going to call this one a drinker, even though I actually like it more than the yellow spot.
Do you?
I do, but I'm just going straight drinker because I want to keep drinking it.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying.
I almost wonder, like, even at a lower proof, and I don't really drink lower proof stuff over ice, but this would be kind of good over, like, on a cold day over a large cube or something. I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah,
You can get even juicier. I think it'd be
I think
even
so.
more. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, your thoughts, please.
It seemingly is just a more elegant version of, I guess, yellow spot, yes, but of kind of the line we've tried so far. Is kind of just a more refined, more approachable version of that. I'm on the borderline of calling it a drinker thinker, and I don't know if a thinker is just because it's more rare, and I just like I have context for it. I guess I'll go drinker thinker. I'm probably just gonna go drinker, but I don't know.
All right.
I'll go drinker thinker.
Regardless, it's going in the infinite drinker,
Yeah.
which is probably going to be full by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, to just kind of piggyback on what you said, I think it's a good mix of the kind of fruitiness and youthfulness that Green Spot has, but also the mellow maturity that, Yellow Spot has. Good overall pour.
Yeah.
Moving on to the good stuff.
Last one. We made it almost. In record time.
This is your first time trying Blue Spot, huh?
Yeah. I don't think mine's opened. I don't think, yeah.
Mine is.
Have I had it? I don't think I've.
No, me and Alden cracked that bitch.
Okay, so this is the only one that is cask strength. It is 7 years, and it is bourbon barrel, sherry butts, and Madeira casks. Maybe why you like it so
Madeira.
much. Yeah, 7 years, and it is 117.4 proof.
I do like me
ended
some
with
Madeira.
a bang. Yep.
I love the subtleness of there's like this milk chocolate M&M type of shell on the nose.
The shell of an M&M.
It's an M&M shell, not a shell of an M&M. An M&M shell. I don't talk like you. I'm not fucking dumb.
Thanks.
What?
Huh?
What?
Who?
What?
I'm in a trash can. I live in a trash can.
Yeah, Oscar, you're a grouch. Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can. I'm going to watch that all day again tomorrow.
It's so
I love
good.
it. You get that? You get like, and I eat a lot of M&Ms. I don't know if you could tell. Shelby, make me look skinnier, please. I've been working out a little bit.
Bro, this is graphic effects.
Yeah, make me, like do like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids just on my gut.
Just take it and just put on your biceps. Like Popeye biceps.
I got dad bod. I'm stronger than most of you guys, though.
But you're our dad, so you.
That's true.
I just got it for a second. I think it went away, but like almost like a green, almost like a pininess. I think it's gone now. It might just be my imagination, but had some sort of greenery to it.
When you get it in there, I'm with you. It's got like just a subtle bit of like pine needle kind of Christmas vibe going on with the barley. It's got like that kind of bright pine thing. I think that's honestly just like the alcohol being a little bit hotter than what we're used to. It's great. It's like a spicy yellow mellow spot.
Definitely hits you in the back of the throat.
This would be a good Christmas Day drinker for some reason. I don't know why. Just reminds me of that. But
It's got like a spiced apple kind of Christmas. I guess I don't know if it's
I'm still getting this chocolate thing. I love it.
good.
I think that's just a barley tasting note for me. Even when we do a lot of single malts, I just get that. But
What's like a Madeira? I mean, is it like I know it's like more chocolatey. Like, what is a general Madeira tasting notes?
we've done some Madeira stuff on here. Did we cook with Madeira one time?
No,
Okay.
we've cooked with vermouth. I think.
I made vermouth chicken last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
vermouth chicken?
Yeah, I make it like a mushroom vermouth sauce. Yeah.
What is just a 10-second Madeira?
10 seconds. I don't like that.
All right, well, just you gotta
Pressure's
start
on.
somewhere. You gotta start somewhere.
I do.
give us a fucking 3-minute Madeira. Fuck you, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh,
49 minutes. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just know if I don't give Troy a time frame, we'll be here for an hour. So
Well, this is why he's here. This is literally his one and only fucking job, Matt.
it's one not. That's all you got, Troy. Make
All
it good.
he does is sit there and then his only other job is like, well, yeah, fuck you guys. This doesn't taste like strawberries. It's a drinker. Moving on. Troy, what the fuck does Madeira taste like? Take 2 days.
Oh my god.
2-day explanation. Go.
All right. You're not wrong about chocolate. I think more so than other fortified wines, maybe with the exception of port. But even that, I think more so is like, I don't know. The fruits are just very different in Madeira, but it's because there are 4 totally different styles. I mean, the 4 main grapes being Cercial, Verdelho, Boal, and Malmsey. And in descending, or I guess in ascending sweetness from the first one I said to the last one I said. And the colors get darker once you get over to Malmsey, and it's like far more dessert wine forward. But you're having that with like, chocolate mousse or some shit like that. So it's kind of like chocolate on chocolate.
That sounds fucking delicious, though.
But Cercial is a dry Madeira. It's a dry wine, almost all the time. You might get a little bit of like like ripeness of citrus or like candied citrus, but at the end of the day, that's like that's probably like an appetizer, first course sort of, maybe a soup or something. So it starts. I think Madeira kind of starts out like a light sort of mineral, saline, like almond nuttiness, and then moves on to like other more roasted, like chestnutty qualities. And by the time that you're done, you're like, pour it on top of your ice cream.
Yeah.
So there's the answer is it's very complex.
It's rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to just kind of piggyback on that, I think the nose is great. I did get, while he was talking, I did get kind of like a some sort of like cleaning chemical in there, but like a good one. It kind of reminds me of like a grease that you'd smell in like a body shop type of thing.
Okay.
Mixed with some like pine sol or what's the Old English?
Fabuloso. Oh.
No, not Fabuloso. Old English.
The 40.
No, that's old. No. Old English, like the polishing stuff. Pledge the old world style ragu. Yeah. No, I'm joking. No, just joking. But I mean, just that little taint of chocolate in there. In the higher proof stuff, I dig it. I'm just gonna. It's not like superly over impressive. I'm not sitting here wondering in the abyss about it. It doesn't suck. I'm just gonna call it a drinker.
What'd you think?
Interesting because
Matt, your fucking 3-word review. Since you gave Troy a time limit, you get 3 words. Go.
it is good.
Troy?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not crazy about it. And I'm not sure why exactly, but you know how sometimes with like citrus and chocolate combined, it kind of tastes a little bit weird, like orange peel and chocolate.
Yeah. Sometimes you get
like
those
like the Italian oranges that you get on Christmas.
The breakaway ones?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm kind of getting that weird vibe, and like something just doesn't really mix well. And I just think it shouldn't. I don't know. I think it's just in the order that we tasted them, and obviously you kind of want to the last whiskey to be the strongest one that you taste, but I just liked all the other ones more, especially the one that I liked most, which was right before it.
You like the
red?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red was good, but I mean, compared to the Zinfandel finish shit, you like it?
No.
But I think the line sets you up for increasing, in my opinion, increasing elegance, where you kind of get more refined and just approachable, and then it kind of comes in and just like, I don't know, where it's like, whoa, like it's kind of changed. Maybe it's too big of a drastic change.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good amount of proof, and we've been drinking everything under 100 to go to something that's cask strength,
Yeah, and
without really cleansing either.
Yeah.
The ethanol is pretty apparent too.
It is.
On the palate, which I don't like. If there's not going to be a good presence of oak or something else to counteract it, so.
And it's just hard to get a lot of that oak characteristic in an Irish whiskey because all of the oak has already been sucked out of the barrel.
Right. Yeah, but
maybe
if this were aged as long as the red spot.
That's interesting. It is 7. It is literally the youngest one.
Yeah, that is interesting that they. I don't know. You would think, but I'm sorry, and we probably said this. Is the blue spot is finished in Madeira, and there was a sherry,
bourbon and cherry.
Okay,
but it's the youngest. Which, because of its cask strength, obviously, the longer it ages, the more evaporation, the less product you get, which is probably why maybe it's another reason, but probably part of why they decided to do it at 7, because if they do it at 15, it's like you're left with so little. If you do cask strength and don't water it down, you're not making a lot of product. You have to upcharge it another $200.
Totally, yeah, totally.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't know. I was expecting to like it, but Hey, Mike.
Well, let's come back to that maybe a night with me and you, because the first time I had it, I was super impressed.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably my third favorite tonight.
Okay.
Well, yeah, if you want, just top 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the second green spot we had.
The Leoville.
Yeah, the Leoville Barton. I'm gonna do normal green spot right after
Barton.
Barton.
So Barton, normal green spot, blue spot, red spot, yellow spot, and then the Zinfandel.
Sorry, top 3 with Leoville, regular green, and blue.
And blue.
Okay. And then did you say what blue spot was too?
Yeah, it's just a drinker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going thinker for blue spot, because I think there's something there. I don't know. I'm gonna get another go, but it's after finishing the rest of the line, I don't think it's quite as drinkery as the rest. So I'm going thinker. But top 3 would be yellow, Leoville, red and green. Honestly, are pretty interchangeable for third spot for me. Probably give it to red, because I tend to sit down and think about whiskey more than I do drink it. So those are my top 3.
I'm going to go red, Leoville, and yellow.
Okay. What are you giving blue spot?
Stinker, man. I don't think it's a drinker, and I don't think it's a thinker.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
But I
very
respect
open.
your opinion.
Yeah.
Before we wrap things up, I got a special treat for all of you.
What is that?
This is a piece of candy with a story behind it.
Ooh, piece of candy.
This is all the way from Ireland.
Okay.
This piece of candy. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law went to Ireland a few weeks back. This is Irish whiskey fudge.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's absolutely fucking delectable. And I figured it would be a good time to eat it, since we're doing Irish whiskey.
They went to Ireland and didn't get gold spot for me? Oh, my God.
No, and dude, check this out. You want to... You're bitching about gold spots.
Oh,
so she hands me this bag of chocolate. Mm-hmm. She goes, "Hey, I got this for you." And I'm like, "Oh, this is fucking cool. Like, we're doing an Irish whiskey episode.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do these afterwards." And then I look, and the bag's open.
No way.
And I was like, "Mary," she goes, "What?" I was like, "Did you fucking eat one of these?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I got hungry on the plane."
I love it.
That's my mother-in-law, guys.
Me personally, I would have bought 2 bags, one for me and one to give.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
fudge.
That was good.
It's really good. It's nice to have after a little Irish whiskey tasting.
We know who makes these? What kind of whiskey?
Probably
green
fucking
spot.
Jameson.
All right, now you have to do a send-off while eating candy.
Okay. Coming up, we got an episode where Virginia Distilling, a whole bunch of distilleries from Virginia.
I went to Virginia. Let's talk about it next episode.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, shit, I'm choking.
This is terrible.
After that, we're going to do some gobble gobble. Got some Buffalo Trace. Troy, lead us out.
Troy, do yodel with your mouth full.
Yodel